You walk through the front door to find a ruined pillow shredded across the living room floor, and there's your dog, head lowered, eyes darting away, tail tucked. We immediately recognize this as a confession. Alexander Horowitz at Barnard College tested this assumption through a controlled behavioral study to see if this posture actually signals a sense of wrongdoing. The results showed that this specific look is a social response to human scolding, rather than an internal sense of remorse. In the study, innocent dogs displayed the exact same cowering and eye avoidance when their owners were told, incorrectly, that the dog had misbehaved. The dog uses this submissive posture to de-escalate the owner's visible anger in the moment. We have a deep-seated tendency to map our own emotional logic and social norms onto our pets. When we see a dog crouch, we interpret it as shame because that is how a human would feel in that position. This psychological projection is known as anthropomorphism. Relying on this human-centric lens creates a biological blind spot. It leads well-intentioned owners to misread their pet's signals, often resulting in unintentional emotional distress for the animal. Human affection often involves physical closeness, but for a dog, a hug functions as a physical trap. This embrace restricts their movement and triggers a primal instinct to flee or protect themselves. Canine stress is often subtle. This guide identifies key warning signs such as whale eye, where the whites of the eyes become visible, and a tense, closed mouth. Most dogs merely tolerate being hugged while displaying these clear signals of discomfort. We make a similar mistake with eye contact. While humans use long gazes to build intimacy, the canine species views a prolonged, unblinking stare as a direct confrontation. It is an instinctual signal that a fight is about to start. This disconnect also impacts daily routines, like the walk. Humans typically view walking as a way to travel from point A to point B for exercise. For a dog, the walk provides an essential opportunity to decompress and read their environment. This chart highlights the massive scale of the sensory difference. Humans have about 5 million scent receptors, while dogs possess over 200 million. Pulling a dog away from a scent to maintain a human walking pace is neurologically depriving and frustrating for them. Forcing dogs to match our physical pace and accept primate-style affection ignores the reality of their biological needs. Communication often breaks down because we assume dogs process language like we do. Yelling "no" or issuing rapid-fire conflicting commands fails to impart a lesson. Dogs read our tone and posture rather than our vocabulary. A sudden, harsh voice causes their cortisol, the stress hormone, to spike, which can damage the bond of trust over time. We also handle stress differently. When humans feel overwhelmed, we often withdraw and seek quiet isolation. Dogs behave as emotional sponges, highly attuned to the tension in their pack. Coming home and ignoring your dog after a difficult day at work can be confusing. To a pack animal, this sudden emotional withdrawal feels like a form of social punishment. Our attempts to manage our own negative emotions or communicate rules can register as frightening and erratic behavior in the mind of a dog. That perceived unpredictability is worsened by inconsistency. Allowing a dog on the couch one day and scolding them for it the next creates deep anxiety for an animal that thrives on clear, repeatable rules. We also project human disciplinary ideas onto them, like the timeout. Dogs have a biological requirement for a secure, enclosed den where they feel protected. Sending a dog to their crate as a punishment ruins their association with their only private sanctuary. It turns their biological safe haven into a place of social exclusion. We also expect dogs to adapt to modern work schedules that leave them alone for 8 or 9 hours every day. This level of isolation goes against their primal pack instincts. Without mental enrichment, extended time alone leads directly to quiet depression, destructiveness, and severe separation anxiety. Depriving a dog of consistent rules, safe spaces, and pack connection undermines their psychological stability. Improving our dog's quality of life starts with recognizing their needs as a separate species. We can adjust physical interactions by letting the dog set the pace. Replace restrictive hugs with gentle petting, and prioritize slow, enrichment-focused sniffaries outdoors. In communication, replace complex sentences and emotional outbursts with calm, single-word commands they can easily interpret. Identifying a relaxed state requires checking their eyes and mouth. A comfortable dog has almond-shaped eyes and a soft, open, submissive grin. But recognize early stress signals too. Yawning or rapid lip licking are biological indicators of anxiety that humans frequently misinterpret. Dogs spend their lives trying to navigate our complex human world. We can return that effort by taking time to understand the rules of theirs.